Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today I just want to review my trades and then definitely my intraday swing that I had to follow a stop loss on. But as you can see today, we're up $2,352. SQQQ, we made $182. NVDA, we made $342. And the second NVIDIA trade we made $1,827, tallying up to $2,352. It was definitely an interesting trade. I want to review this with you guys. I just want to show you kind of like where my head was at, what I was thinking about. And let's just break it down real quick. So year to date, we're doing pretty well. We were up $33,761 on the year, which is awesome. And just in the last 2 weeks, NVIDIA has really been big for us. I mean, we made about $13,342 on them. So we're definitely doing very well with NVIDIA. I want to go over one trade real specific. To me, it was just it was a no-brainer. I just felt like I had to take the trade. And that was my big trade. That was the one that made me almost like $2,000 on that one trade. So I want to show you that on Webull. Let me just bring this up real quick, trying to make this smaller. Here we go. So let's lower. Let's move this over a little bit. Just give me 1 sec. Bear with me. We're going to move this over. Let's bring this down. Here we go. Okay. So you can see here, this was the big trade that I did that really just made my day. So here I bought at 128.35, 1,450 shares, and I sold at 129.62. So I got 1 point and about 35 cents on them, and that was a big trade for me. Like, that was huge because I actually held and waited for the entry and then executed. I'm gonna bring it up on Webull so you can see it. I think it'll be easier. Let me just look at the time that I did this. This was at 12. It looks like at 11:59, and I held this for about 7 minutes. And I know that sounds crazy, but my trading is normally scalps. So for me to hold a position like that, I'm very proud of. And I just want to break it down for you. So this is the whole day chart on them. All right, I'm going to make the screen a little bigger. This was the whole day chart on them. And they just sold off from 137 all the way down to about 130 before they got a bounce. I tried buying in this area. I posted like on the chat, the community chat, saying this is my entry. I bought like 250 shares in a different account, and then I had to take the stop loss because I bought at 129.7, I believe, and I had to take the stop loss at 129 because I got stopped out because it went down here, which was down 5 or 6% on the day. After that stopped me out, I just said to myself, okay, where are we at? So then this hit, 11:59 hit. And the reason I like this level was because I bought, if you zoom in, so here's the zooming out, we sold off 5% at 11:59, which is right around here. This is low of day, as you can see right here. I bought right here at 11:59 for the anticipation for the curl back up. It broke through this level 128.8 and then blasted up, and that's where I took my gains because I traded off of the EMA and it just blasted back up, rode it all the way through, and I made $2,000 on that profit. And that was after being very patient and looking at this massive red bars of selling. Sellers get exhausted, buyers come back up, and that was an awesome trade. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a right trade. I mean, like, as you see, you're just buying it's just completely going down. But what I did notice, and this is why I took the trade, is there was a change in pattern. And if you look here, you can see that the pattern was just angled down, continuously getting rejected. But if you notice, right in this area is where I bought at 11:59, right there. It breaks this pattern, as you can see. So you had this nice descending line going down. Then it broke the pattern right here. Right here, it breaks through, gets rejected, and then it starts holding. And I said, okay, it's changing pattern. That's my entry, 11:59, right in this candle right here. And then it just went right up right away, and it was just beautiful. So that was a nice trade for $2,000 right there. I just want to break down the SQQ trade. So I should have held them because it was only a $7,000 position. because look at my entry. It was ridiculous. I had an excellent entry on them and I did not hold. So I bought 1,000 shares here on the bottom, you can see, at 936 at 7.17, and I sold about an hour later at 736. So 20 cents up, $200 on that trade. But I just want to show you, I bought at 936. I bought right here in the consolidation. And the reason I bought is because I was watching QQQ consolidate at 936 right here, right before the market opens, and then boom, the sell-off begins. And I was in at 936. I bought right in this candle up here, and then it started selling off. And I took my profits around like when it broke 500 and went down to like 499, 498, because I figured it was going to get a bounce and then, you know, push up, but it didn't. It just kept selling off. So I definitely sold way too early on that, but it's very hard to predict because when I bought at 7.17 and I sold at 7.37, I sold it right here at this high. This is where I sold. So it's a 3% move in less than 1 hour. It's hard for me not to take the gains, you know? So making 200 off that trade, it's only a $7,000 position. And now in hindsight, that $7,000 position at 7.17 selling up here would have been like $500 gain. But that's okay. We're definitely happy with the gains. And, you know, I made this trade where I posted this on the chat and I commented that I bought the dip. I commented that I bought the dip. This is when the first trade I did that I had to get stopped out on before I made the big trade. I bought 270 shares at 129.8 because NVDA was 137. I figured it pulled back enough. Clearly wasn't. Then my trade plan was that I was going to enter at 129.8, stop loss at 129, sell profit at 133.5. And I said, let's see how the trade plays out. And this is what I drew out, thinking that it was going to bounce from here, this range. Right, this is where I bought it. Bought in this candle. Could have just sold, took some gains. This is why I like to scalp. Did not bounce, sold off. And that's what I was thinking. But it continuously just kept selling off. But that's okay because we obviously bought the dip when it went lower, and we bought the dip around here. So at the end of the day, it worked out. We got the change of pattern. We had this pattern change here. And then we went in and we made profit off of this nice curl up. And that was it. We're done trading for the day, basically. So I just want to break down that trade, show you guys what I did, and that's how I did it.